Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. Let's dive into a topic that touches every heart and speaks to our innate value. Why do men return to you after any contact? It's not a mystery, it's a reflection of something greater within you. When you live with confidence, kindness, and authenticity, you shine in ways that draw others back to your energy. It's not just about the surface level aspects of who you are, it's about the deeper essence that radiates from within. Confidence is not loud or arrogant. It is quiet assurance, a belief in who you are without the need to prove yourself. When you carry yourself with that kind of confidence, people notice. They may not even understand why, but they are drawn to you because you exude a sense of stability and trustworthiness. Confidence is magnetic because it reflects a level of self-awareness and self-acceptance that is rare. In a world where many people are striving to be someone else or to meet external expectations, your confidence in being unapologetically yourself stands out. It tells others that you are comfortable in your own skin, and that kind of authenticity is refreshing. People return to those who make them feel that same sense of ease and security, and your confidence inspires that in them. Kindness is another key element of your light. It's not doing nice about always inviting a spirit of generosity, understanding, and compassion. When you approach life with kindness, it leaves a lasting impression on the people you encounter. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, have a ripple effect. A kind word, a genuine smile, or an attentive ear can brighten someone's day and make them feel valued. Kindness is a rare commodity in a world that often feels rushed and self-centered. When you make someone feel important, when you treat them with respect and care, it creates a connection that lingers. People are drawn to that warmth because it reminds them of what it feels like to be truly seen and appreciated. That is a light that cannot be ignored. Authenticity ties it all together. It is the foundation upon which confidence and kindness are built. When you are authentic, you allow your true self to shine through without fear of judgment or rejection. Authenticity means embracing both your strengths and your vulnerabilities. It means showing up as you are without pretense or facade. There is something incredibly powerful about authenticity because it gives others permission to do the same. When you are genuine, you create an environment of trust and openness. People feel safe in your presence because they know you are real. They don't have to second guess your intentions or worry about hidden agendas. That level of transparency is a rare gift, and it draws people back to you time and time again. Your light is not something you consciously project. It's the natural result of living in alignment with your values and embracing who you are. It's the culmination of your confidence, kindness, and authenticity shining brightly for all to see. This light is what leaves a lasting impression on others, compelling them to return to you, whether they realize it or not. You don't have to strive to be noticed or work to keep people's attention. When you carry this light within you, it speaks louder than words. It creates an energy that people can't help but be drawn to. They may not always understand why they feel compelled to reconnect with you, but they will know that being around you feels right, uplifting, and meaningful. This light is not something external that you can acquire or put on. It comes from within. It's the result of cultivating a strong sense of self, living with integrity, and treating others with the respect and compassion you would want for yourself. When you live this way, your presence becomes a beacon, attracting those who are meant to be part of your journey. It's important to remember that this light is not about perfection. It's not about having all the answers or being everything to everyone. It's about being yourself in the most genuine and wholehearted way possible. People are drawn to you because they see something in you that resonates with their own longing for authenticity and connection. Your light is unique to you. No one else can replicate it because it can, from the essence, it comes who you are. When you live with confidence, kindness, and authenticity, you are not only shining for yourself, but also illuminating the path for others. That's why people return to you. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are. Your energy, your presence, your light is unforgettable. People are drawn to those who make them feel seen and valued. In a world where so many feel overlooked or underappreciated, the ability to leave a mark of grace on someone's life is a profound and transformative gift. It's not always about grand gestures or significant actions. Often it's the little things that make the biggest difference. It's the way you truly listen. When someone speaks, the way you acknowledge their emotions, and the way you treat them as though they matter. These moments of grace create an impression that lingers long after the interaction ends. When you make someone feel seen, you're validating their existence and their worth. You're saying without words that they are important and that their presence matters. This kind of validation is powerful because it touches on a deep human need to be recognized and appreciated for who we are. It's not about agreeing with everything they say or trying to fix their problems. It's about holding space for them and letting them know that they are heard and understood. This mark of grace is something that goes beyond the surface. It's not about flattery or superficial niceties. It's about connecting on a deeper level. It's the way you notice the details that others overlook, the way you remember something they said weeks ago, or the way you make them feel at ease just by being present. These actions might seem small, but they carry immense weight. They make people feel special, and that feeling is something they carry with them. Grace is also about the way you handle situations with patience and understanding. It's easy to react in frustration or anger when things don't go as planned or when people fall short of expectations. But when you choose to respond with grace, you're choosing to see the person behind the actions. You're choosing to extend kindness even when it's not deserved, and that leaves an impression that is hard to forget. When people look back on their interactions with you, they don't remember every word that was said or every detail of the conversation. What they do remember is how you made them feel. Did they feel judged or supported? Did they feel ignored or valued? The way you make people feel is what stays with them, and it's what makes them want to return to you. Leaving a mark of grace also means showing empathy. It means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and trying to understand their perspective. Empathy doesn't mean you have to agree with everything or compromise your own values. It means that you're willing to acknowledge someone else's experience and feelings. This kind of connection fosters trust and respect, which are the foundation of meaningful relationships. People often feel invisible in the rush of everyday life. They feel like just another face in the crowd or another voice in the noise. But when you take the time to truly see someone, to notice their efforts, to acknowledge their struggles, to celebrate their victories, it sets you apart. It makes you memorable in a way that few others are. This is why people return to you. It's not about what you have or what you can offer in a material sense. It's about the way you make them feel valued and respected. They remember the kindness in your words, the sincerity in your actions, and the care in your demeanor. These are the things that create lasting connections and make people want to be around you. Grace is not something you do for recognition or reward. It's a natural extension of living with a compassionate and generous heart. It's about choosing to see the best in people and treating them with dignity, even when it's not easy. This approach to life not only enriches your relationships, but also creates an atmosphere where people feel safe and cherished. When you leave a mark of grace, you're planting seeds in the hearts of others. Those seeds may grow immediately, or they may take time, but they will grow. People will remember the way you made them feel, and they will be drawn back to you because of the kindness and respect you showed them. Your ability to leave this mark is a testament to your character and your capacity to make a difference in the lives of others. The world is full of chaos, noise, and distractions. People are constantly pulled in different directions, overwhelmed by the demands of life and the ever-present sense of urgency that seems to accompany modern living. In this environment, a sense of peace is a rare and valuable gift. When you embody peace and calm, you create a refuge for others, a safe space where they can breathe, relax, and feel at ease. This is one of the reasons people are drawn to you and feel compelled to return. Your presence becomes a sanctuary in a world that often feels tumultuous. Peace is not the absence of challenges or struggles. It is the ability to remain grounded and composed in the midst of them. When you carry that sense of calm within you, it radiates outward, influencing the people around you. They may not fully understand why, but being in your presence feels different. It feels steady, reassuring, and comforting. That calm energy is magnetic because it contrasts with the often frantic pace of the outside world. People are instinctively drawn to what makes them feel good, and peace is one of the most profound feelings someone can experience. It provides relief from the mental and emotional burdens they may be carrying. When they are around you, they sense that they don't have to put up walls or keep their guard up. They feel safe, not because you offer solutions to their problems, but because you offer a space where they can just be. This sense of peace isn't something you can fake or manufacture. It comes from within, from a place of self-awareness and emotional stability. It comes from the choices you make every day to cultivate a life that aligns with your values and priorities. It comes from letting go of the need to control everything and trusting that things will unfold as they are meant to. When you live from this place of trust and alignment, it creates a ripple effect. Others feel that energy and it draws them closer. Part of embodying peace is learning how to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. It's not that you don't face difficulties or experience moments of doubt. It's that you've learned how to process those moments without letting them consume you. You've developed the ability to step back, gain perspective, and respond rather than react. This kind of emotional maturity is rare, and it stands out. It makes people feel like they can trust you, not just because you seem calm, but because they sense that you've earned that calm through experience and growth. When people spend time with you, they may not even realize how much they needed that sense of peace until they feel it. It's as though the noise in their own minds begins to quiet, and they can hear their thoughts more clearly. Your presence has a grounding effect, helping them reconnect with themselves and find clarity amidst their confusion. That clarity is a gift, and it's one of the reasons they feel compelled to return to you. Peace also has a way of fostering deeper connections. When you are calm and composed, you create an environment where others feel comfortable opening up. They feel that they can share their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or rejection. This kind of openness is healing, and it strengthens the bond between you and those who experience it. They return to you because they know that with you, they will be met with understanding and acceptance. It's important to recognize that this sense of peace doesn't mean you're unaffected by the world around you. You still feel deeply and you still care passionately, but you've learned to channel those emotions in a way that doesn't overwhelm you. That balance is what makes your peace so powerful. It's not fragile or fleeting, it's rooted in something deeper, something enduring. Your peace becomes a source of strength not only for yourself, but for those who come into contact with you. It's a reminder that calmness and stability are possible, even in the face of uncertainty. People are drawn to that strength because it gives them hope. It shows them that there is another way to approach life, one that doesn't involve constant stress and anxiety. This sense of peace you carry is a reflection of your inner work and commitment to personal growth. It's not about pretending everything is fine or ignoring life's difficulties. It's about choosing to focus on what you can control and letting go of the rest. That choice made consistently creates a foundation of peace that others find deeply comforting and inspiring. When you honor yourself, it sets a standard. People respect and are drawn to those who know their value. This isn't about arrogance or self-importance. It's about understanding who you are, what you bring to the table, and refusing to settle for less than what aligns with your worth. When you hold yourself in high regard, it changes the way others perceive and interact with you. Honoring yourself starts with recognizing your intrinsic value. It means understanding that you are enough just as you are. You don't need to prove your worth or seek validation from external sources. This kind of self-assurance is empowering because it allows you to move through life with confidence and clarity. People can sense when you value yourself, and it inspires them to treat you with the same respect. When you set a standard for how you want to be treated, it's not about being demanding or difficult. It's about communicating your boundaries with grace and confidence. Boundaries are not walls meant to shut people out. They are guidelines that show others how to interact with you in a way that is respectful and mutually beneficial. By honoring your boundaries, you demonstrate self-respect, and this encourages others to respect you as well. Standing firm in your worth also means being selective about the relationships and opportunities you allow into your life. It's about choosing quality over quantity and surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you. When you prioritize relationships that align with your values and nurture your growth, you create an environment where mutual respect and understanding thrive. This kind of intentionality is attractive because it shows that you know what you want and aren't willing to settle for less. People are naturally drawn to those who have a strong sense of self. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about being grounded in who you are and what you stand for. When you carry yourself with that kind of confidence, it creates a sense of stability and trust. Others feel safe around you because they know you are authentic and unwavering in your principles. Honoring yourself also means being kind to yourself. It's about recognizing your accomplishments, celebrating your strengths, and giving yourself grace when you fall short. Self-compassion is a crucial part of self-worth, and it's something that others notice and admire. When you treat yourself with kindness, it sets an example for how others should treat you. Your self-worth is not determined by external factors like your job title, your appearance, or your social status. It comes from within, from knowing who you are at your core and embracing all the facets of your identity. This kind of self-awareness is liberating because it frees you from the need to compare yourself to others. When you stop seeking approval and start living in alignment with your own values, you become magnetic. People are drawn to the authenticity and confidence that come from honoring yourself. Standing firm in your worth also means knowing when to walk away from situations that don't serve you. It's about recognizing when a relationship, job, or opportunity is not aligned with your values or goals and having the courage to let it go. This kind of decisiveness is powerful because it shows that you are not willing to compromise your well-being or integrity for the sake of convenience or fear of the unknown. When you honor yourself, you send a message to the world about what you believe you deserve. This message is not just for others, it's also for yourself. It reinforces your self-worth and reminds you to stay true to your values and priorities. This consistency creates a sense of alignment that others can see and feel. It's what makes you stand out and why people respect and admire you. Honoring yourself is not a one-time act, it's a daily practice. It's about making choices that reflect your values and staying true to yourself, even when it's challenging. This kind of commitment to yourself is inspiring and has a ripple effect on the people around you. They see the way you carry yourself, the way you hold firm to your boundaries, and the way you treat yourself with kindness, and it encourages them to do the same. When you stand firm in your worth, you create a standard that others rise to meet. You show people what it looks like to value yourself, and that example is powerful. It inspires respect, admiration, and a desire to be in your presence. Your self-worth becomes a guiding force that shapes your interactions and relationships, drawing people to you in a way that is both profound and lasting. Your ability to care deeply and listen intently creates a bond that keeps them thinking about you long after you've parted. Genuine compassion is a rare and precious quality in a world that often feels rushed and disconnected. When you show someone that you truly care, it creates a profound sense of connection that goes beyond words. This kind of compassion is not about grand gestures or elaborate displays. It's about the small, meaningful moments that make someone feel understood, valued, and supported. When you care deeply, you see beyond the surface. You recognize the emotions, struggles, and aspirations that lie beneath what someone chooses to share. This depth of understanding is powerful because it allows you to meet people where they are, offering support and encouragement in ways that resonate with them. It's not about trying to fix their problems or offering unsolicited advice. It's about being present and showing that you genuinely care about their well-being. Listening intently is one of the most powerful ways to demonstrate compassion. In a world full of distractions, truly listening to someone is a rare gift. It's more than just hearing their words. It's about understanding their feelings and perspectives. When you listen with your full attention without interrupting or judging, it creates a safe space for people to open up. They feel seen and heard, and that feeling stays with them long after the conversation ends. Compassion also means being attuned to the needs of others, even when they don't explicitly express them. It's about noticing when someone is struggling, offering a kind word, or simply being there in silence if that's what they need. These acts of empathy create a sense of trust and connection that is hard to replicate. People remember how you made them feel in those moments, and it draws them back to you. This bond that compassion creates is not transactional. It's not about expecting something in return. Genuine care is given freely without strings attached. This purity of intention is what makes it so impactful. People can sense when your compassion is authentic, and it creates a level of trust that is both comforting and transformative. It shows them that they matter not for what they can do for you, but simply for who they are. Caring deeply and listening intently also fosters a sense of belonging. When someone feels understood and valued, it reinforces their sense of self-worth. They feel like they are part of something bigger, like they are not alone in their journey. This feeling of connection is something people crave, and when they find it with you, they are drawn back to it. Compassion is not always easy. Especially in difficult situations, it requires patience, understanding, and a willingness to put aside your own ego. It's about being present for someone else even when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. This selflessness is what sets true compassion apart and makes it so powerful. When you show someone that you are willing to be there for them, no matter what, it creates a bond that is hard to break. People often carry unseen burdens, and your compassion can be a source of healing for them. It's not about solving their problems, but about letting them know they are not alone. Sometimes just knowing that someone cares is enough to make a difference. Your ability to provide that kind of support is a testament to your character and the depth of your empathy. Compassion also has a way of creating ripple effects. When you show kindness and understanding to someone, it not only impacts them, but also influences how they interact with others. Your actions inspire them to carry that same spirit of care forward, creating a chain reaction of positivity and connection. This is one of the ways your presence leaves a lasting impact on the lives of those around you. Your ability to care deeply and listen intently is a reflection of your own inner strength and emotional intelligence. It shows that you are secure enough in yourself to focus on the needs of others without losing sight of your own boundaries. This balance between giving and maintaining your own well-being is what makes your compassion sustainable and impactful. When people reflect on their interactions with you, they don't just remember the words that were spoken, they remember the way you made them feel. They remember the warmth, the understanding, and the genuine care that you extended to them. This emotional imprint is what keeps them thinking about you and wanting to return to your presence. Your compassion creates a bond that goes beyond the surface, reaching into the very core of what it means to be human. Trust is the foundation of any meaningful connection. When people trust you, they feel safe with you, and that safety creates a bond that draws them back time and again. Trust isn't something that happens overnight. It's built over time through consistency, honesty, and authenticity. It's about showing people, not just through words, but through actions, that you are reliable and that your intentions are good. To build trust, you have to be genuine. Authenticity is one of the most powerful ways to connect with others. When you are true to yourself, people can sense it, and it makes them feel more comfortable being themselves around you. Authenticity means that you don't pretend to be someone you're not. You don't put on a facade or try to manipulate situations to your advantage. Instead, you show up as your real, imperfect yet sincere self. This kind of transparency fosters because people know they are getting the real you, not a version of you that's trying to impress or deceive. Consistency is another cornerstone of trust. People need to see that you are steady, dependable, and true to your word. When you say you'll do something, you follow through. When you make a commitment, you honor it. These actions may seem small, but over time, they accumulate and create a sense of reliability that is invaluable. Consistency shows people that they can count on you, not just in the good times, but also when things get tough. Honesty plays a crucial role in trust as well. It's not just about telling the truth, but also about being clear and upfront in your communication. People appreciate when you are honest with them, even if it's not always what they want to hear. Honesty doesn't mean being harsh or blunt. It means expressing yourself with kindness and respect. When people know that they can trust your words, it deepens the connection because they don't have to second guess your intentions or your integrity. Trust is also built through vulnerability. When you open up and share your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, it invites others to do the same. Vulnerability is not about oversharing or seeking attention. It's about creating a space where real, meaningful conversations can happen. It shows that you are willing to take the risk of being seen for who you truly are. And that willingness encourages others to let down their guard and connect on a deeper level. Another way trust is cultivated is by being supportive. When you stand by someone, especially during challenging times, it strengthens the bond between you. Support doesn't always mean solving their problems or offering advice. Sometimes it's simply being there, listening, and letting them know they're not alone. This kind of unwavering presence reassures people that they can rely on you no matter what. Respect is a fundamental part of trust. It means valuing people for who they are, not for what they can do for you. It's about treating them with dignity and honoring their boundaries. When people feel respected, they are more likely to trust you because they know that you see them as an equal, as someone worthy of consideration and care. Empathy also plays a vital role in building trust. When you take the time to understand someone's perspective, it shows that you care about their feelings and experiences. Empathy doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say or do. It means that you are willing to see things through their eyes and acknowledge their emotions. This level of understanding creates a connection that is both deep and enduring. Trust is reinforced by the little things you do daily. It's in the way you remember the details of what someone shares, in the way you check in on them without being prompted, and in the way you respect their time and energy. These small but meaningful actions demonstrate that you are invested in the relationship and that you value their presence in your life. People return to you because trust creates a sense of stability and security. In a world where so much feels uncertain, being someone who is trustworthy makes you a source of comfort and reassurance. It's not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about owning up to those mistakes, learning from them, and showing through your actions that you are committed to doing better. Ultimately, trust is about alignment between your words and actions, between your values and behavior. When people see that alignment in you, it inspires confidence and respect. They know that you are someone they can rely on, not just in the moment, but for the long term. This trust forms the foundation of lasting connections and keeps people coming back to you. Ladies and gentlemen, everything we've discussed comes down to one undeniable truth. The way you carry yourself, the energy you project, and the values you embody have the power to create deep, lasting connections with others. When you exude peace, honor your worth, genuinely care, listen with intent, and cultivate trust, you become someone people can't help but gravitate toward. It's not about manipulation or strategy. It's about being authentic, grounded, and intentional in how you show up in the world. People return to you because of how you make them feel safe, valued, and understood. Your presence becomes a source of comfort and inspiration to render what it means to connect on a human level. So continue to be that calm in the storm, that beacon of compassion, and that steadfast example of integrity. Remember, the impact you leave on others is not in the words you say or the actions you take alone, but in the way you make them feel when they're around you. Keep living in alignment with these principles, and you'll find that the connections you create will not only endure but thrive.